Well, a gesture of kindness and compassion for a friend nearly cost a Mobile woman her life. Now she's left with painful chemical burns on her face and body. Quishay Williams is in Metro Jail tonight, charged with assault. She is accused of attacking a woman with some sort of caustic liquid. Jasmine Clausell, a single mom and nursing student in Mobile, is at University Hospital tonight being treated for burns. NBC 15's Darwin Singleton talked to Jasmine. Darwin, once again, this started out as an act of kindness.
That's right. There was a time not too long ago when Jasmine Clausell and Quishay Williams were good friends. So much so, says Jasmine, that when she heard Quishay was in Atlanta, sleeping in her car with her dog, she insisted she come to stay with her in Mobile. But this is a story that brings to mind the old saying, no good deed goes unpunished.
I'm not really even mad, honestly. My feelings is hurt.
Tonight, it's both emotional and physical pain that has 27-year-old Jasmine Clausell in this hospital bed. She has chemical burns to her face and left eye after being doused with a caustic fluid, the burns extending down to other parts of her body. And this was no accident.
Whatever she mixed together, it was strong enough to burn like holes in my couch and in my like my clothes.
The horrific ordeal all began on February 11th, says Jasmine, when she invited her friend Quishay Williams to come stay at her home in Mobile after Quishay found herself and her dog homeless in Atlanta. 2 weeks later, says Jasmine, her house guest was behaving less than grateful.
It was just like a lot of complaining, like her energy was just off. She was doing like a lot of moping around.
By Monday of this week, Jasmine says she had had enough. Before she got herself and her 4-year-old son ready for school that morning, she says she told Quishay it was time for her to go.
So like she got up, she started like packing her things, and like, you know, I didn't think nothing of it. So I went back in my room, in my bathroom, and I finished, you know, getting myself ready for school before I woke my son up to get him ready for school.
And while she was doing that, Jasmine said she heard someone putting something in the microwave. Moments later, she says, Quishay was standing in front of her, holding a cup of something.
She just flipped, like, she was just like, I'm not going nowhere. What you gonna do? You gonna put me out? You gonna make me leave? And like, she just like flipped. So it was like, I could tell at that moment that the situation was like gonna get out of control.
As she called 911, Jasmine says she saw her guest force her way further into the house. By this time, Jasmine's grandfather had awakened and tried to intervene. But moments later,
it threw whatever was in the cup, like in my face.
It burned, blinding her in one eye. But with the other, she saw something even more chilling.
I remember I don't know, I think I seen her like reaching like down in her pocket, and that's when I seen a gun.
A struggle began between the two. Jasmine says her grandfather managed to grab the gun away, but Jasmine says her attacker then used broken glass to stab her hands. Eventually, though, Jasmine got the upper hand.
Afterwards, she was just basically telling me like to let her go, and I just kept telling her like, no, I'm not letting you go. You tripping, like you need to chill out. Tonight, Quishay Williams is doing just that in a cell in Mobile's Metro Jail, while Jasmine, her mother, and her 4-year-old son sit in a hospital room. Jasmine still doesn't know why their friendship took such a horrific turn, but I still do care about her. Like, and it's crazy because, like, you know, she did me bad, but like,
it's not in your heart to hate her.
Mm-mm.
Now, this young mother and nursing student faces a long recovery for both her burns and her eyesight, and her family is hoping you can help by donating to Jasmine Clausell's GoFundMe account. Now, I put a link to it at the bottom of this story. You'll find it at mynbc15.com.